The highest paying customer my rental fleet has ever had did not come from Turo. It did not come from Instagram. It was not a referral by a friend. They found me by typing 5 words into the Google search bar. Those 5 words made me over $60,000 from literally just one customer over the next 12 months. It was the same guy, booking after booking, no platform fees, paying retail price, and that money straight into my bank account. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what those 5 words were, why they work, and how to set up your fleet so Google starts to send you the same types of customers. If you're running a rental fleet right now and 100% of your bookings are coming from Turo alone, you need to listen to this, because the operators that are gonna figure this out in the next 12 months are gonna be the ones that are building real, actual businesses. The ones who don't are gonna keep renting their customer pipeline from a tech company that can change the rules at the click of a button anytime they want to. Let's get into it. I'm just gonna tell you what the 5 words are. The 5 words are exotic car rental San Diego. What happened was one day I get a random phone call. It was a customer that wanted to rent a car from Google. It was a female. She wanted to rent a G-Wagon for 2 days. I booked her in. She opted for delivery. We delivered the car up to her house. Her car was in the shop or something, I guess. She really enjoyed the G-Wagon. Didn't think anything of it. A couple of months went by. I get a call back. It's the same woman. She is like, we want to try the McLaren GT. So they take the McLaren GT for 3 days. Like, cool. Special occasion? I don't know, right? We deliver the car up there. Eventually, we started getting calls from her fiance, and her fiance was really fond of our service. Turns out he was actually a supercar owner. He wanted to be able to write off the rentals as an expense, and he also didn't want to put miles on his car. What ended up happening is that customer ended up renting our wide body Lamborghini Urus that was tuned for a whole month straight. The next month, he took the Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider. The month after that, he took the Ferrari California T. The month after that, he took the Aston Martin Vantage. And yes, he kept all of those cars for a full month, and he was not paying that much of a discounted price. We did give him a deal because it was a monthly rental, but for example, on the 2 Lamborghinis, he was still paying over $20,000 for the month, and he didn't think anything of it. Also, this is a true story. I am not lying to you. And that one customer paid me more than my top 10 Turo clients combined, and he's not unique. In fact, half of my revenue from my business came from regular customers that were renting on the monthly basis, and most of those literally found us through Google. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Not Turo hacks, not how to game the algorithm, the actual system that brings in these types of customers. Now, before I get into the second part, if you wanna skip the years of trial and error and you wanna work with me directly, click that first link in the description below, book a call with me. In that strategy call, we will map out your specific market, your starter vehicles, your pricing structure, and your first 60 days in the business. I only take a limited number of these one-on-one calls, and I keep my student list small because this is truly a one-on-one mentorship. Now, before I show you how to set this up, you need to understand why this matters. The customer who finds you on Google is a completely different animal from the customer that finds you on Turo. A customer is price shopping. They're scrolling through 40 listings, comparing all the prices. Half of them are filtering for the cheapest car first in the criteria that they want. The trips themselves tend to usually be on the shorter side. The daily rate is lower, and after the keys are dropped back to you, you hardly hear from them ever again unless something went wrong. A Google customer already knows exactly what they want. They typed in their exact car that they want, their city that they're visiting or wanting to rent a car in. They're not comparing you to 40 other listings. They're looking at maybe 2 to 3 local options and deciding who to call. The intent is completely different. The wallet is completely different. And the relationship is completely different because you actually own that customer once they book with you. For my fleet, the average booking runs almost double, at least halfway to double the price compared to that of the same car on Turo. Same cars, same city. The only difference is where they found me. And around 1/3 of our customer base booked again with us in the same year. The Turo return rate on that same fleet is about 15% of our customer base. Because Turo's customers don't belong to me, they belong to Turo. And that's a completely different game. Here's the part that a lot of operators don't see until it's too late. When you list on Turo, you're not building a business. You're essentially renting a business. Every booking, every customer, every review, all of it lives in Turo's own system. You don't get the customer's email. You lose access to the phone number after the booking. You can't really follow up. You can't market to them again. If they want to book your car again next month, they're gonna have to go through Turo. That means paying Turo's protection fee, paying Turo's rental fees, all on top of your daily rate, and Turo takes another cut on the way through. You're not building equity in your business. You're building equity in Turo's business. And the part that should keep every operator up at night is that Turo determines where your car ranks in their algorithm and whether you're gonna show up in someone's search or not. They can change the algorithm tomorrow. They can change their commission structure. They can suspend your account over one guest dispute. They can quietly bury your listings if you're not consistently getting 5-star ratings, even if that means you're getting no ratings and the guest actually did not even have a bad experience. They just forgot to rate you. I know operators with 20, 30, and more vehicles with near perfect ratings who watch their booking rates decrease significantly after Turo does an update, and I've seen it myself with a 60 car fleet. There's no warning, no peel, the faucet just turns off. That's not a business. That's like a rented apartment where the landlord can change the locks at any given moment. So if Turo is your only channel, your job in the next 12 months is to build another channel, a channel that you actually own. And local SEO, which is search engine optimization, is one of the highest leverage organic search tools for car rental businesses. When most operators hear SEO, they build a website, write a generic summary, probably from ChatGPT, throw up some random photos, wait 6 months, don't get a lot of bookings, and they quit. But that's not what SEO is. That's just hoping. Real local SEO for a rental fleet has 3 pillars. Most operators do one of them, maybe halfway. The operators who dominate their own city do all 3. Pillar number 1, and this one is super important, is your Google business profile. That's the box on Google. When you search a business, a listing comes up where it shows their address, it has a photo next to it, it shows their rating. That's what a Google business profile is, if you didn't know. This is where roughly 90% of your local visibility is going to come from. If you don't have one, or you set it up 2 years ago and never touched it again, you're not going to be visible. Pillar 2 is on-page SEO on your website. This means using keywords in your descriptions. It means meta titles, headings, metadata for photos, your URL structure, your location, specific content, and the amount of pages you can bury with keywords within text across the website without actually cluttering it and making it very, very friendly for users. For example, the page on your site that features a Ferrari should not have a headline that says our vehicle. It should say something like Ferrari rental in San Diego, followed by your business name. That single change across all of your pages can literally move you from being on the 4th or 5th page to being on the 1st page. Pillar number 3 is going to be reviews and citations. Google trusts businesses that other websites confirm exists. If your business is listed on Yelp, Apple Maps, Foursquare, BBB, and a handful of other directories with the same name, address, phone number, and website, Google will start to treat you like a real local business and rank you accordingly. You'll need all 3 of these running hard for at least 90 days before you start to see some progress. Not 3 weeks, 90 days. Just so we're clear. Now we're gonna get into the keyword strategy, and this is where the real money is. The biggest mistake that new operators make is they may try to optimize for a search like car rental San Diego. But at that level, at a beginner, before you're ranked at all, you're gonna be competing with companies like Hertz, Enterprise, Avis, Sixt, and any of the big companies that already exist in your local area. You'll never rank that way, so don't waste your time. What you want is what I call category plus city keywords. Things like Ferrari rental San Diego, Lamborghini rental San Diego, exotic car rental San Diego, G-Wagon rental San Diego, wedding and chauffeur services San Diego, luxury SUV rental in San Diego. I think you're getting the hint. It's a lot lower of a search volume compared to generic terms. It also has a much higher buying intent. Someone who's typing in Ferrari rental San Diego at 9 p.m. on a Friday night, they're not just browsing. They've got their credit card in hand. Here's the structure that actually works. For every car category in your fleet, you build one dedicated landing page that targets specific category plus your city. That keyword goes into your title tag, your H1, the URL slug, the meta description, the image alt text, and naturally throughout the page. If you've got 10 cars across 3 categories, that's roughly 30 landing pages worth building. That may sound like a lot, but in reality, it isn't at all. It's the foundation of a rental business that doesn't rely on a third-party platform. And here is the Google Business Profile setup step by step. Here's the playbook. You can start this today. Search Google My Business on the Google search bar, claim and create your profile, use your real registered business name. If you don't have a physical business location address, list as a service, and a real local phone number that you're actually going to answer. Step 2, set your primary category as car rental agency, then add any secondary categories like chauffeur service, black car service, if they apply to your fleet. Most operators leave the secondary categories blank. Don't. Step 3, upload at least 10 to 15 high quality photos, multiple angles of a car, interiors of another car, customer handoff photos if you have permission, potential photos of your service location. Google's algorithm directly rewards profiles that have more photos. Step 4, write your business description with your top 3 categories plus city keywords woven in naturally, not stuffed, just included where it makes sense. Step 5, use Google Posts. They're basically mini updates that show up on your Google profile. Try to post one every week. New car arrival, weekend special, customer feature. Every single post is another signal that your business is actually active. Step number 6, and this is the biggest one, is you need to get reviews. Every customer that books with you through Google or even Turo needs to leave a review on your Google business profile. Not a Turo review, a Google review. After every car returns, send a follow-up text with a Google review link. Maybe give an incentive for the next rental, 5 to 10% off if they leave you a Google review. Try to get at least 15 to 20 reviews per month if you have the volume. Do all 6 of these steps consistently for 90 days, and you're gonna see a dramatic increase in how you rank within Google when someone is searching for your vehicles in your area. For example, when I was in San Diego running my exotic car rental fleet, in the very beginning, I would say 80% of our bookings were coming from Turo, even though we were set up for private rentals before we started Turo. Well, on Turo, within San Diego, we really started honing in on our keywords within our website. And before you know it, that flip-flopped and we were doing 80% of our business from private rentals. We were going from $10,000 to $15,000 a month to doing over 6 figures a month. The only problem we were actually having was an inventory problem, not a lead problem. I mean, just from tackling Google SEO alone, we were making that from one customer compared to what we were doing on our 6 to 8 car fleet for the whole month compared to Turo. So what does this actually look like over the course of 12 months? Let me be straight with you, because most people selling this stuff will not be. Local SEO is not a 7 to 14 day strategy. Your Google business profile will start showing measurable movement in about 30 to 60 days minimum. And that's if you're consistent. Your website rankings are gonna take longer. They can take 90 to 180 days to start populating higher up in the search ranks. But here's the thing that nobody tells you. Once it starts working, it starts to compound fast. The customers who find you on Google are more loyal, higher value, and are much more likely to refer other people to your business. Every review that you collect makes it easier to rank for the next keyword. Every landing page that you publish gives you more keyword surface area across the internet. Every direct booking is one less dollar that goes to a platform that really doesn't care about you. Year 1, you still might be 80% Turo and 20% direct. Year 2, with consistent execution, you can flip that ratio. Year 3, Turo just becomes another marketing asset for your business instead of its foundation. That's the difference between operating a fleet and actually owning a rental business. So that's the new SEO playbook for car rentals. Google Business Profile, on-page optimization with category plus city keywords, reviews, and citations. 3 pillars that almost every rental operator completely ignores. And the operators who execute on all 3 end up with the highest paying customers, the most repeat business, and a real moat around their business that no platform can take away from them anytime they want to. Now look, setting all of this up the right way, picking the right keywords for your city, structuring the landing pages so they actually rank, getting consistent reviews flowing in, and managing it while you're also handling customers, insurance claims, fleet maintenance, maybe an operations team, and everything else that comes with running a rental business can be a lot. For the operators who are already running fleets and are looking to talk through their scale up, or if you're just getting started, I made a free course on how you can start and scale your rental business from scratch. You can watch it right here. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you in the next video.